Hello everyone, welcome to my astrology channel. Today we're going to do another horary chart, and this time we're going to do about career. So before we start, I would like to remind you that if you want to study horary astrology with me, you can just DM me on my Instagram account, Buket Solak _. You can get a session, or as I said, we can study together. I give private lessons around the world. So if you need anything, just text me. Okay, so let's start today's chart, and I'm gonna share my screen with you. Okay, the querent is asking, should I accept this job offering? Okay, the reason I choose that chart is it's a very good example to learn basics, because in this chart we're gonna talk about combustion and essential debility, how can affect a planet. So always we start with the ascendant. And ascendant is 9 degrees 43 minutes Virgo. Therefore, querent is going to be represented by Mercury. Mercury in this chart on the 7th house by 5-degree rule, and it's in 7-degree Pisces 32 minutes. So Mercury is in Pisces, it's in detriment, and it's in fall at the same time. So to understand a capability of a planet, like if this planet can carry the promise, if this planet can give us what we expected, to understand this, we check essential dignity, because it's gonna tell us inner motivation, like how much I am strong or how much I am weak in me to achieve that expectation. So essential dignity is all about this. And when we look at Mercury, it's obviously in a very, very weak position, being in detriment and being in fall. When planet is in fall or is in detriment, it means that I am in a very wrong environment for myself, that I cannot show myself, my true self. I cannot be myself because I'm in a position that I am really not used to. It's like a place that I can't survive. It's like a it's like you bring panda to a desert. Panda lives in a cold, very cold environment, and it's conditioned this way. And if you bring a panda to a desert, what's gonna happen? He's gonna die. So it's kind of like that. Like I am not in myself. I can't be myself here because it doesn't belong to me. I don't belong to here. And it's a very, very negative testimony as a starting point. And it's not only that, when a planet is close to the sun, close to sun, less than 8 degrees 30 minutes, it means that this planet is combust. And combustion is one of the very negative things for a planet. There are three of them: combustion, retrogradation, and being in cadent houses. These are three most malefic situations for a planet. So, when a planet is combust by the sun, it means that it's like a man in prison. Like you can't move, you can't act. There is some environmental circumstancing is blocking you on whatever you want to do, and it's an accidental debility. Essential dignity is an essential dignity, but like retrogradation, being cadent, combustion is accidental stuff. So when we talk about accidental things, it means like things like our environment, like the other circumstances than us. So it's saying that for this person, querent is asking, should I accept this offering? But in this position, in this specific chart, in this specific question, querent who wants to do something is not in a good shape to continue or have successful about what she asked. After we analyze this Mercury, like essential dignity and accidental debility, being combust, etc., we can talk about the house placement. It's in the angular house, and angular house is very good place for planet to act. It gives 100%. Like it says that this person is supported environmentally. However, if you're dead, it doesn't change anything. If I put you in a cadent house, or if I put you in angular house, if you're combust by the sun, you are not visible anymore. Your power is drawn. Your power is taken from you. So as a querent, as a starting point, we say that it's not a good starting. Second, we look for the Quesidit, and Quesidit is the 10th house ruler, because job and career, like these kind of offerings and everything about like promotion, like should I take this offer? Should I change my job? Like anything about your career or is 10th house subject. So we look for the 10th house ruler, and it's again Mercury. And whatever I said about querents, it's the same exact things goes for the 10th house. So the job is also in detriment and in fall, also combust. It's just easily and very obviously saying that this job offering just doesn't make sense. And also, I would like to tell you, if ascendant ruler is combust, most of the time, whenever you tell the querent, sometimes it doesn't understand you, sometimes doesn't listen to you, sometimes doesn't get satisfied whatever you said. Like you tell, you talk. At the end of the conversation, it's like you didn't talk at all. Because it's like you get hit by the sun. Like your mind is melting, like you can't really think about it properly, you can't be objective, like you can't analyze it in a proper way. It's all like dizziness, like all everything, like your mind is like explosion, there's an explosion in your head. So when I asked her about that, like this topic is not doesn't sound logical, like there is something wrong about this, like how do you feel about it? Because it should be some struggle in your head, because you're essentially debilitated. I didn't say like essentially debilitated, but I said that it looks very weak. So she said that the company told her that decide in one day. There is no time to think about it. Just give us your decision in one day. And if she accept the offer, she's gonna move to another city. So she's going to change the whole lifestyle. She's gonna change the location. And what if she doesn't feel okay? And also there is no good income. And the situations are not easy as much as she has now in her uh, job right this moment. So, and she is having like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, should I accept it or not? Which one is correct? Like, I'm gonna do the right thing. There is a combustion, and she doesn't feel like safe, like she feels nervous, because you can't just tell a person just decide in one day and you're going to change the whole city, like whole lifestyle. And at least you need to have like couple days at least to just think about it, like what can you do, like which place, like you can just compare everything. But if I force you to decide in one day, then you got combust, of course, like you're like, what am I gonna do? There is no time. So this chart explains the situation like 100%. So obviously this option is not a good one, because she also said that she doesn't want to really change the place, because the job, the place that this job is in, uh, is not really for her. Like she doesn't really go to there, but she's just thinking that maybe this job would be good for her for career in the future. Like you have a CV, like you fill it up, so there like can be like good references, but you suffer while you do that. Like you have to pay for it. Okay, so this explains the situation very well. Okay, when we do Quesidit and Querent, sorry, the first quadrant, and then visit it. And when we are done, we look for the moon. Moon is the co-significator of the quadrant. Moon is in 9 degrees Libra for 56 minutes in the second house by 5-degree rule. And in Libra, moon only have decan rulership in Libra's first 10 degrees. So first decan of Libra is ruled by the moon. And this is the only dignity the moon has in Libra. So again, decan rulership. Decan rulership is that you don't have much power. You're like struggling. You're on the last gasp. Like you want to do something, but at the same time you're drowning. Like you want to run, but you have no power, but you're just trying, but struggling. It's more like it's more like explanation of the situation than a dignity, because dignity is like exaltation ruler, house rulership, or even triplicity ruler. But if you're having your deacon rulership, okay, it's a dignity, but it's not really, yeah, I'm the boss. It's not that kind of dignity. So there's another way of saying that this job is not be good for her. Like it shouldn't be a good decision to just quickly change everything, like the lifestyle and the location, like everything again, because moon is not strong. In the second house, another testimony about money, and she said money is going to be worse when she accept the offer. So wherever the moon is, we pay attention, and the moon is in second house of money, like financial things. The last we do for the aspects. To be honest, Mercury's next aspect is going to be conjunct the sun, but even if it was a different aspect, it wouldn't make any sense, because when planet is in combustion, the aspects doesn't really work. There is an important information I gave you. If the planet is in combustion, if there is a aspect, it can be a favorable aspect. However, unfortunately, it doesn't work, because combustion kills the guy. There is a man in prison. If you're in prison, what can you do? You can't do anything. You can't change the circumstances. You get more burnt. Look at the moon. Moon's next aspect is going to be with Mars. Mars is ruling the 8th house of death. And also, this is another accidental debility to make an aspect to malefics, and Mars is a malefic planet. And in a horary chart, if your significators are going to aspect with Saturn or or Mars, it's not a good testimony, because Mars is a deal breaker. So again, it's not a good decision to change the location, change everything, and accept this offer. Plus, what I told my client is at least just ask for some time to think about it, because when you are, and especially if it's Mercury, like if it is Mercury and if it's combust, plus it's not only combust, it's also in detriment and fall. It's like you are just out of your mind. Like you can make a really, really bad decision under these circumstances. And after a while, when time passes, you would be like, why did I do that? Like, what was in my mind? Like, how could I be that, couldn't see the reality? Like, how was I that blind, maybe? So when you see this combustion, and especially the ascendant ruler is combust, tell your clients that, tell them to calm down, just relax, don't act now, don't take a decision right now, because you're not being objective, you're not in your mind. Just give it some time, relax, and then take your action. At the end of the day, I explained her whatever I explained in this reading, and then she said, thank you. She didn't want to do it, but she was just under pressure, and she was so nervous, so anxious. And after she heard about She heard that from me. She was very released and she was like, okay. Because I gave her other sessions as well about career and she said that she never regrets. So after hearing that, she was like, okay, okay. I hope you like this reading. And as I said, if you want to study horary astrology with me, you can just contact me on my Instagram account. Just DM me. I'm in Bali right now, Bali, Indonesia. I moved here 6 months ago. So, yeah, we just find a time and we can study or you can book a session. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you want to see more horary charts and see you in the next video.